Welcome to Asian Spirit Tales, where ghost stories and ancient Asian legends come alive. If you enjoy mysteries, spirits, and spooky tales, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks to all ghost fans for your support. The spirits are watching, and so are we. Mae Nak, Phra, Khanong. The haunting love beyond death. In the heart of old Siam, during the reign of King Rama IV, lay the quiet riverside community of Phra, Khanong, a place where mist danced across the canals at dusk, and villagers still whispered about the power of spirits. In this humble village lived a young couple whose love seemed blessed by the heavens. Mak, a gentle and devoted husband, and Nak, a radiant beauty known for her kindness and grace. They were inseparable. People often said their love was so deep that not even death could tear them apart. A love so deep. Nak and Mak lived in a small wooden house on stilts near the water's edge, surrounded by banana trees and coconut palms. When Nak became pregnant with their first child, Mak promised to always protect her and be by her side, but fate had a cruel turn waiting. War broke out, and Mak, being a loyal citizen, was conscripted to fight far from home. Mak, left behind, waited each day by the river, her hands resting on her growing belly, praying for his safe return. The death that shook the village. One stormy night, as thunder cracked across the sky and the midwife struggled to arrive in time, Nak went into labor. The neighbors heard her cries echoing through the rain, but when morning came, all fell silent. Nak had died in childbirth, along with her newborn. The villagers mourned deeply, but death in Thailand, especially in tragic circumstances, often brews something more than sorrow. It brews spirits. Knowing the danger of a Pi Tai Tong Klom, a woman who dies with her unborn child, the villagers tried to bury her with sacred rites, but something went wrong. Rumors say her spirit refused to leave, and the burial was incomplete. A ghostly reunion. Days turned to weeks, and one morning, Mak returned from war. He rushed home, where Nak welcomed him with a soft voice and their baby in her arms. She looked pale, but her smile was warm. Mak, blinded by love, noticed nothing strange. They embraced, wept, and laughed together. The house glowed with candlelight again. To Mak, everything felt normal. But the villagers grew uneasy. They tried to warn him, to tell him the truth, that Nak had died. Some refused to come near the house. One old monk even tried to chant blessings nearby, but Mak, believing they were jealous or meddling, turned them away. Then, the strange things began. At night, shadows moved unnaturally. Dogs howled. Fishermen heard a woman wailing across the water. One afternoon, Nak was pounding chilies in a mortar for dinner. The rhythm was odd, too loud. One villager peeked through the slats of Mak's kitchen and froze in terror. Nak had dropped a lime, and her arms stretched unnaturally long, down through the floorboards to fetch it. She wasn't human. The villager ran to warn Mak, but again, he refused to believe. That night, the man who tried to intervene was found drowned in the river, his face twisted in horror. The realization. Eventually, a friend tricked Mak into visiting a temple. There, in the safety of holy ground, monks told him everything. They showed him Nak's grave. Shocked and heartbroken, Mak realized the truth. He had been living with a ghost. Terrified, he refused to go home. But Nak, still in love, followed him everywhere, even appearing at the temple gates. Her cries echoed in the wind. "Mak, why do you leave me? I waited for you, even after death." Her ghost began to grow more powerful, angry, possessive. Villagers saw her gliding over the water, her face beautiful, but hollow-eyed and corpse-pale.
Some say she floated through walls, calling Mac's name in the night. Some fainted. Others fled the village. The exorcism. Desperate, the villagers turned to a powerful monk, Somdit Praputa Chan, To, famed for his wisdom and spiritual strength. He arrived at Phra Khanong with nothing but his chants, relics, and a golden alms bowl. As Nak appeared, howling and glowing with supernatural rage, the monk began to chant powerful mantras. Her form flickered, crying out in pain. "Your love is real," the monk said gently, "but the time of the living and the dead must not cross." He drew her spirit into the golden bowl and sealed it, placing it deep within the temple grounds. Peace returned to Phra Khanong at last. The spirit never left. Some legends say Nak's spirit was finally reincarnated and freed from sorrow. Others whisper that she still watches over Phra Khanong, especially women abandoned or mistreated by lovers. A shrine to Mae Nak still stands today near Wat Mahabut in modern Bangkok. Locals come to pray, especially women asking for help in love, childbirth, or protection from betrayal. They offer clothes, makeup, and baby toys, symbols of her eternal grief and longing. Some taxi drivers avoid that area at night. Some say they picked up a woman with long black hair who vanished before reaching the destination. Epilogue: Love Beyond Death. The tale of Mae Nak Phra Khanong is not just a ghost story. It's a haunting poem about love, loss, and the lines between worlds. It reminds us, some spirits linger, not out of malice, but from love that refuses to die. Would you dare love someone even after death?